Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about the 5-paragraph essays and the outline or the pattern for creating a 5-paragraph essay. And I went looking online because I had created this bookmark years ago from this 5-paragraph essay outline, and I went to look for it and it was gone. Poof! 404, page 404, something like that. Not found. Anyway, years ago, my oldest son was studying to get his GED, and he was on the phone with me, and he had told me about the outline that they had for the 5-paragraph essay because they had taught it to him while he was studying to get his GED. And I was starting college. I started college late in life, and I needed that outline. So I called him, what is that outline for that 5-paragraph essay? So now, lately, I thought, well, I'll do a YouTube video on it. Maybe it'll help somebody who's trying to write essays for either homeschooling or for GED or whatever. Maybe they need that 5-paragraph essay outline, and I went looking for it, and I couldn't find it, and I couldn't find it. So then I wrote this up, and then I went looking again, and I tried searching through images, and now I can find it. So I'm going to do another video. So this is what I wrote, and 5-paragraph essay outline. It's not perfect. I couldn't find the old one from back in the day, but you know, I found a bunch of them where other people had done it too. So I guess they couldn't find it either. So the first paragraph is the introductory, and the first sentence is going to be the introductory sentence, the topic sentence, or the theme. And the second sentence, you can see I put it in green because I put it everywhere in green that it's going to be repeated. The second sentence is the theme or the topic sentence for the second paragraph. But it also, when you write that introductory topic sentence or theme, you're going to write sentences that prove your point, that give examples of that point, give examples of that topic sentence or prove the point. And then so that's going to be the green one, the blue one, and the yellow one. And those are going to be the headings for the second, third, and fourth paragraph. And then you're going to give examples of those and prove the points of those. So the introductory is your topic sentence or your theme for the whole essay. But then when you prove the points of that, those are going to be the topic sentences or the themes for your paragraphs as well. So I put that in color so you can see it. And then your closing sentence for the first paragraph, which will be your fifth sentence, maybe it's going to sum up your point, and it might mention that theme or topic again. And if you can add in a little bit at the end of the sentence, some kind of hook that hooks it into the next paragraph, then I would do that because that makes your essay that much better. But if you can't, no worries. So then your second paragraph, you're going to take that second sentence from the first paragraph in your essay, and you're going to rewrite it using synonyms. And you're not going to word it exactly the same. You want to make sure that you use synonyms, especially if it's being graded by algorithms, so that they're looking for synonyms probably. But you also want to make sure it means the same. And you don't want to use the same words. And then you're going to write 4 sentences. Each one should show a different example of the topic sentence or proof of it. And again, if you can add a small brief hook at the end of the last sentence that hooks it into the next paragraph within that sentence, great. But if not, no worries. And then your third paragraph you see in blue, that is the third sentence from that first paragraph, and you've rewritten it using synonyms. And you've done the same. You've written 4 sentences, each one giving a different example or proving the point of, you want them to follow along, and each paragraph, you want to make sure the sentences following the first sentence of the paragraph proves the point of the first sentence of that paragraph. You want to make sure that they're under the right sentence in the right paragraph. Sometimes people they put the sentence in one paragraph and it should go in the other paragraph because it proves the point of a different sentence. Okay, so then the fifth paragraph, you're going to take that introductory topic sentence or theme from the first paragraph and you're going to rewrite it. What you're doing is you're taking this first paragraph and you're rewriting it sentence by sentence. But now you have this clear picture in your head of what your point is and how you're trying to get your point across. So it's probably going to come out even better. And then your second sentence, you're going to, from that first paragraph that you also used, and you rewrote it for that second paragraph as the first sentence, you're rewriting it for the third time, using, once again, synonyms, because you don't want to use the same words. And if you can rephrase the sentence, you know, instead of saying second sentence rewritten using synonyms, was the theme or topic sentence for second paragraph, you would put was the theme, this was the theme or topic sentence for the second paragraph, but was rewritten using synonyms. You know what I mean? You just reverse the sentence a little bit, adding a comma in there. So then third sentence rewritten using synonyms was the theme or topic sentence for the third paragraph. And you get the hang of it as you do it. And then the fourth sentence, you rewrite that again. Then the closing sentence, rewritten as before, but using synonyms, maybe summing up your point or mentioning the theme or topic again. And now you have this clearer picture of what your point is and that you're trying to get across. So when you get done with this paragraph, this last paragraph, and you're reading it, you're like, wow, this is so much better than the first paragraph. This should be first. Maybe I will take this paragraph and put it as the first paragraph and take the first paragraph and put it last, because that's probably where it goes. And if you want to change the last sentence a little bit, you can. So that way, that helps you for your paragraph. And then I wrote this, and I don't want to read this again, but I wrote this earlier. So you can pause the video and read it if you like, because I'm going to go over other pages for you as well. But I had wrote this earlier, and like I said, if you want to pause it and read it, you can. So, there it is. I think that's all of it. Oops, nope. There you go. So if you want to pause the video to read that, you can. And I'm going to close this and go to the next one, because I was looking for examples to help you more. And once upon a time, you can see at the top, this was Valencia College, and it had the 5-paragraph essay. You can see at the address right there, and then there it's gone. It's just gone. And if you could get somebody to put it back, I would appreciate that, but I miss it. It is gone. And that was one of my bookmarks. So, and then this one is at 99worksheets.com. You can see that in the upper left-hand corner. You can Google for it. You can Google 99 worksheets and information outlines. And this one is something that somebody else did. But you can see how they did this. And they put expository essay outline. And they put the title for the essay. And then they put the main idea, example 1, example 2, example 3. They put a circle and an arrow and a box next to it. And then they show the main idea again, because they're repeating the main idea. But you also want to put a little hook in that last sentence if you can, to introduce the next paragraph, because that makes it that much better. But you can see how they took this circle with example 1, and they repeated it here. And then they repeated it here. But you're going to rewrite it. And see, the last sentence could be proof number 4 if you want. It doesn't have to be the example repeated. Or it could be proof number 4 with the example repeated a little bit, with an introduction to example number 2 in that last sentence. If somehow you can combine all that, wow, that would be really great. So anyway, you can see how they took the arrow. Example 2 is this first sentence, but you're going to rewrite it using synonyms. You don't want to use the exact same words, but you want to make sure that the words that are in there are synonyms, especially if it's being graded with an algorithm. And then here you can see how they took that first paragraph with the circle, the arrow, and the square, example 1, 2, and 3, and they rewrote it. They rewrote that main idea using synonyms, and then they did that. So you can see that's a pretty good outline. I love that one. So I'm going to add that to my favorites if I can. Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me. Well, because I have my recording box open right there. All right, anyway, I'll do it later. So I'll close that one and go to the next one because I have so many tabs open. It's just too many tabs. And this one is Working on Me, WordPress. And I love this one. I absolutely love this one. And it says a better me day by day. Simple 5-paragraph essay outline for kids. And this one is so cute. That's why I love it. And it says idea 1, idea 2, idea 3. And it says the introduction with a smile. So you want to get your 3 ideas. And then it shows idea 1, idea 2, idea 3 is in the introduction and it's in the conclusion. And there it is. So you have to, and then you put your idea here, right? And then you prove the points. So I love that. That is so cute. And that helps you. So, and then you can read this. You can Google search it for a better me day by day and simple 5-paragraph essay outline form for kids. Or you can Google life while working on me. Simple 5-paragraph essay outline. So there is that. And you can go see that. And so, and that way if you want to read further about it, you can go to that site and you can read more about it. All right, now I'm going to close that tab and I'm going to go to the next one. And this one is writeanypapers.com, standard 5-paragraph essay outline. And it talks about the introduction. It talks about the background information. Start with an essay hook to grab your reader's attention. Dive deeper into the background information. Now, see, it doesn't show like the other ones did, how we did that first sentence and second sentence and third sentence, or the first topic, second topic, or third topic, and then we put those into that paragraph. But it does give you information about writing an essay. It says provide a reader with a main idea of your essay, briefly outline your key points, and then it talks about restating your thesis, summarizing the main points, and showing how your body paragraphs support the main idea of the whole essay. And this one, they do it different. They say topic sentence that states the main idea of the paragraph, supportive evidences for your topic sentence. These include examples, data, facts, expert opinions, etc. So I did like that because that helps you with writing an essay. And then I have another tab for you. I have so many tabs for you. And this one is at studenthandouts.com, 5-paragraph essay organizer. And so I open this in a new tab. And I'm going to close this tab out. And so you can see how they did it. They did it with the colors as well. They have paragraph 1, introduction. Sentence 1, restate the question as a sentence. I guess they did it with a question. What will be proven? And see, that's, so then they put summarize the first main point, summarize second main point, summarize the third main point. And then they put paragraph 2, you can see in red, first main point or topic from that paragraph. And of course, you're going to rewrite it using synonyms. And then you're going to give other sentences that support it. So I wanted to show you this because this one did it as well with the different colors. And I like that because it grabbed my attention because it did it with the different colors. So there's that one. And if you're homeschooling, you might be looking for ideas like that so you could create a poster to hang on the wall to help your students. And this one was at Teachers Pay Teachers, and I just wanted to show you where I found this next one. And it shows a little image of it. It's a free download, and it's Devin, 28 followers. So it says that this is an outline I created, and that would be from Devin, for the 5+ paragraph essay. So this is great, and I'm going to show you what they did, and it was free, and I loved it. It says each Roman numeral indicates a new paragraph. I bet that's how they did it, was with Roman numerals. but different. Not like this Roman numerals, but different. Okay, anyway, for example, Roman numeral 1 will be your first paragraph, Roman numeral 2 will be your second paragraph, and so on. So it has the introduction, the topic sentence, a question, shocking statistic, or interesting statement to hook the reader. Point 1, the first point you will discuss about your thesis. The second point, the third point, more points will mean more paragraph. Your last point should be your strongest point, it says. This is your overall statement about the paper. And some of them say that your last point should be the weakest and your first one should be the strongest. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, so this is point 1. Restate your point 1 from your introduction in a new way. But you've got to put some synonyms in there. Okay, detail 1. Each detail should be an explanation or an example of how each point relates to your thesis. Make sure you are only discussing one point in each of your body paragraphs. You can have more than 3 details for each point, but 3 is sufficient to get your ideas across. And this one says point 2, transition from point 1 to point 2, but we usually try to, if you can do that in the last sentence of the last other paragraph, it's better. Use words such as in addition or on the other hand, or to indicate to the reader that you will be talking about the next point. And you don't always want to do that, but then you do detail 1, detail 2, and detail 3. So, and this one says that point 3 should be your strongest point. But some of them, like I said, say that your first point should be your strongest point. And then your conclusion, and it shows how you restate point 1, you restate point 2, and you restate point 3. But your first sentence, of course, is going to be that introductory sentence rewritten. Your topic sentence is going to be in that last paragraph. So, and then it says restate thesis. And see, normally you would do that at the beginning, first sentence. And then it says clincher, ties up the paper. Make a statement to ask a question that you did not argue in your paper. I don't know about that, but maybe. And then, because usually I take my last paragraph, and it becomes my first paragraph when I'm done, and my first paragraph becomes my last one. Because my last paragraph always ends up being so much better. And I want it to be first. And this I found on Pinterest. Hopefully it shows up. With all these tabs open, sometimes it's... And it says it's a free college. So standard essay outline format. So you can probably barely see this. Shows a thesis statement supporting idea 1, supporting idea 2, supporting idea 3 as A, B, and C. And then a conclusion, transition, restatement of thesis as D. And C. In each one it says conclusion, transition as D, because you're given the conclusion of that paragraph, but you're also transitioning into the next paragraph. So I like the way they worded that one. So I put that in here as well, because you might want to print that out and put it for your students. Maybe they want to put it in their portfolio or binder, or maybe you want them to create a poster to see that. So you need ideas, but I love that one, so you can look for that one. It is on Pinterest, and you can see the web address in the upper left-hand corner. And now I'm closing that one. And then there's this one, outline for a 5-paragraph essay, and you can see the web address in the upper left-hand corner. So this one also talks about the introductory paragraph should include the following elements: background information, enough information necessary for your reader to understand your topic. Thesis statement indicates your paper's topic, makes your paper's purpose clear, and provides an overview of the 3 main supporting points that will unify the essay. The thesis statement is typically the last sentence. If you are writing in response to a text, the introduction should include the title, author, and genre of that piece. See, I like the thesis to be in the first sentence, but... So then it talks about paragraph 2. Body paragraph begins with a topic sentence that identifies one main idea that will be discussed as support or proof for the thesis statement. And see, we usually get that from the first paragraph. The second sentence is the first sentence of the second paragraph. Supporting sentences use specific details demonstrated through closely related examples or evidence to expand and explain the main idea. Generally, a well-developed paragraph has at least 5 to 8 sentences. See, and they said before that 3 was enough, but you could do more. Paragraph unity means that all ideas in a paragraph are closely related to its topic sentence and further develop that topic sentence. This is, all sentences in a single paragraph must be unified around a central point or idea, and you want it to be around the point or idea of that first sentence in that paragraph. Paragraph 3, it says this paragraph and any subsequent body paragraphs should begin with a topic sentence that signals the reader that a new idea or point is being introduced. As you organize your essay, keep in mind its coherence. Coherence refers to connections among paragraphs and ideas, the logical sequence of your thoughts. Use transition words or phrases at the outset of your body paragraphs to move from one idea to another within your paragraphs. Have you transitioned logically from the main idea in the previous paragraph to this one? Are you making clear connections among the paragraphs and ideas? Be sure to think about coherence during the revision stage of the writing process. And then there's paragraph 4 and paragraph 5. And it says this paragraph begins with a final topic sentence that relates back to the remaining point mentioned in the thesis statement. Each paragraph should contain a new main idea. Again, flesh out this main idea with specific examples, detail, and relevant support. Be sure to maintain paragraph unity. And then it talks about the conclusion. And it talks about it restates the thesis, summarizes the paper's major points, or leave the reader with a final thought to ponder. Several other methods for writing conclusions are included on a separate tutoring center handout. If you choose to restate the thesis or summarize the essay's main idea, and this says do not repeat the same wording from the introduction or body paragraphs. See, but the thing is you want to use synonyms, and I've showed you that outline. You want to follow that outline. Okay, so, and then this is a printout where it helps you topic, attention getter, thesis, category 1, category 2, category 3, and supporting examples. So if you need that for to do your essay, that's also a kind of outline. And this talks about the 5-paragraph outline, and it talks about the thesis statement. Briefly summarize your 3 topic sentences. 3 topic sentences. There it is, your topic sentence 1. You want to keep those topic sentences in order. So this will be your first topic sentence, then your second topic sentence, and your third topic sentence. In each paragraph, you're going to elaborate on it. It says provide an example, evidence, quotation, and then it says you can explain the significance of that example, evidence, or quotation. So, but if you're going to do that, then you're going to want to elaborate on your topic sentence. You're going to want to provide one sample, one example, evidence, or quotation, and then you're going to want to explain that example and the significance of it, and you're going to want to keep your sentences like that within your paragraph so that they are sticking to a pattern, because you want them to be in a pattern. Conclusion. Summarize your 3 topic sentences. Discuss how the ideas in paragraph 2, 3, and 4 support your thesis. And so this isn't exactly the same outline, but you want to follow that outline that we gave you before. But this is a different kind of an essay because I haven't ever actually done it this way, so I like this way because it's something new. So you can keep that in your binder or portfolio as well for another idea. And this one is teachers' resources, teachers pay teachers. And I went and there was another one, and it was made by Teacher Walker. So I went and I downloaded that, and hopefully it's open. Yep. Oh, nope. It's not here. Hold on. I will reopen that tab for you so you can see her lines. You can see, if you want to go download that, you can see how she has she has drawn a line from this sentence to the first sentence in the first paragraph. The second sentence, well, this is the second sentence, is the second paragraph's heading. The third sentence goes down to the third paragraph as the heading, and the fourth sentence goes down and it talks. So she shows you how each paragraph talks about those main subjects or topics, and she created that, and you can go there and you can get that and you can print that out as well, and that's at teacherspayteachers.com. They have so many wonderful resources there. And so this is a worksheet for a 5-paragraph essay. You can see the address at the top, so you can go Google search it at worksheet for 5-paragraph essay. Maybe you could type in the PINIMG or i.pinimg.com and then worksheet for 5-paragraph essay to find it. And this, so you can see this. So it talks about point 1, point 2, point 3. And this one talks about point 1 and point 2 and point 3 in support. So you can see that as well. So this is just another one. Sorry about the phone ringing. You're probably wandering around hunting for your phone thinking, is my phone ringing? Is my phone ringing? No, it's mine. Sorry. So, and then this has a conclusion. The final paragraph summarizes the essay, often using wording similar to the introduction, because that's what and that's why it often does it, because we are rewording those sentences. And then you have your concluding statement and you've made your point and you're like, oh, that should be the first paragraph. So, but you can see there's another one for you. And then this one, I like this one. I don't know if I can zoom into it or not. It talks about a narrative essay outline template. It's a term more commonly known as story. A narratives written for college or personal narratives tell a story, usually to some point, to illustrate some truth or insight. Following are some tools to help you structure your personal narrative, breaking it down into parts. The hook: start your paper with a statement about your story that catches the reader's attention. For example, a relative quotation, question, fact, or definition. Set the scene. Provide the information the reader will need to understand the story. Who are the major characters? When and where is it taking place? Is the story about something about to happen, something that happened to you, to the writer, or is it fiction? A thesis statement is a narrative essay plays a slightly different role than that of an argument or expository essay. A narrative thesis can begin the events of the story. It was sunny and warm out when I started down the path. Offer a moral or lesson learned. I'll never hike alone again. Or identify a theme that connects the story to a universal experience. Journeys bring both joy and hardship. So then it says show, don't tell. Good storytelling includes details and descriptions that help the reader understand what the writer experienced. Think about using all 5 senses, not just the sense of sight, to add details about what you heard, saw, and felt during the event. For example, my heart jumped as the dark shape of the brown grizzly lurched toward me out of the woods provides more information about what the writer saw and felt than I saw a bear when I was hiking. Supportive evidence. In a personal narrative, your experience acts as the evidence that proves your thesis. The events in the story should demonstrate the lesson learned or the significance of the event to you. Passage of time. Writing about the events of your experience using time chronologically from beginning to end is the most common and clear way to tell a story. Whether you choose to write chronologically or not, use transition words to clearly indicate to the reader what happened first, next, and last. Sometimes transition words are next, finally, during, after, when, and later. Transition. In a narrative essay, a new paragraph marks a change in the action of a story or a move from action to reflection. Paragraphs should connect to one another. For example, the end of one paragraph might be, I turned and ran, hoping the bear hadn't noticed me, and the start of the next might be, there are many strategies for surviving an encounter with a bear. Turn and run is not one of them. The repetition of the words connects the paragraphs. What does the change in the verb tense indicate? Conclusion, the moral of the story, the conclusion of the narrative, including the close and action of the event, but also should indicate some reflection or analysis of the significance of the event to the writer. What lesson did you learn? How has what happened to you affected your life now? And like I said, sometimes when you get done, you're going to want to take that last paragraph and put it first, and the first paragraph and put it last, and I learned that from one of my college professors. And this one is at eslprintables.com. And this is an essay outline. So you can see they did an essay question, paragraph 1, introduction with the thesis topic statement, main idea from body paragraph 1, main idea 2, main idea 3, and it says from body paragraph 3, but it's more like going to. So then it shows you main idea 1, body paragraph 1, paragraph 2. So this right here, you can see goes to the second, this number 2 goes to this number 2, and then you give details, you provide details, and there's 3, and there's 4, and then your conclusion, and it shows you that main idea 1 from body paragraph 1, main idea 2 from body paragraph 2, main idea 3 from body paragraph 3. So if you need another printout or something for your student's binder, there's another place that has it. So you can Google search ESL printables and type in 5-paragraph essay outline worksheet and find that on there if you want that one as well. And this is another one, how to write a 5-paragraph essay. And this one I really like, this one, and it's at essaypro.com. So you can see the web address in the upper left-hand corner. You can type that in, or you can Google search essaypro.com and then type into Google how to write a 5-paragraph essay, so you can find that. And it says it's written by John S. So it talks about the 5-paragraph essay is considered to be the standard essay writing assignment. Once you have learned how to write it, you're prepared to tackle any other one. Keep reading the detailed guide from the Essay Pro team, and there you can click that link to go to that to perfect your writing skills to the level of an experienced essay writer. And it talks about what is a 5-paragraph essay and the format. It says it's the most common essay a student can be faced with. The name is a result of the 5-paragraph structure: 1 introductory paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion paragraph. Because of the layered structure, you might have also heard this type of essay being called a hamburger essay, 1-3-1, or 3-tier essay. I've never heard it called that. So, and then it talks about this. The most challenging assignment is one written during a standardized test. The type of essay may define the topic and the thesis. It means that some essays are better off with narrow and serious topics, while other essays are better suited to students who might write creative stories full of jokes. The various types of essays include definition, adds a personal interpretation of the term or phrase along with the official one paraphrased from the dictionary. Descriptive. It adds as many details as possible to illustrate the research problem. A narrative essay tells a story with vivid examples. Argumentative and persuasive essays. The difference between these academic projects is that the writer only has to mention and explain his or her personal position towards the analyzed problem in an argumentative essay, while in a persuasive essay, it is also important to defend your position and convince readers of your truth. Compare and contrast essays show the differences and similarities between several subjects. Cause and effect essays explains the reasons for something to happen and the consequences of these actions. Literary analysis essay picks a specific literary text, like a poem or essay, and evaluates and criticizes it. While sometimes it is enough to answer a question, in other cases a student has to conduct in-depth research and offer more solutions to the problems discussed. So this talks more about writing an essay, and then there's a video guide to a 5-paragraph essay that you can go there and you can watch that, and then it gives 10 good examples for topics for 5-paragraph essays. So if you're homeschooling and you're the teacher and you need some topics, here's you some topics for them to write essays, because sometimes you go to write an essay and you need ideas. So there's some ideas. So, and you can find other ideas at other places as well. And this also talks about the outline, the 3 to 5 sentences, the hook sentences, and there's more information here, but the video's been so long I don't want to read it all, but I'll pause it here and there so you can read it, and I'll scroll down maybe to the bottom so you can pause it and read it. But this was one of my favorite websites for the essays. This talks about the meat of your 5-paragraph essay, where you explain the position you are defending. In other words, it has to relate to your thesis sentence, and talks about the body. And intro sentence 1, supporting argument, conclusion, and it gives examples. So this is an excellent website, I think. If you're looking for a website for teaching about essays, I love this one as well. And this one says the third should be your most persuasive argument. And this one says the first body paragraph should be your strongest point, and the second should be your weakest argument. So there's different opinions of which one should be the most persuasive, because some of them think it's their first paragraph. Some of them say it's your fourth paragraph. And to me, I just think that your most persuasive argument ends up being in the 5th paragraph, and then you end up moving it to the 1st paragraph, and that ends up being your, maybe that's just your strongest argument. But so there's that. So that will help you write. And there's an outline, another outline. It talks about the hook statement, background information, and thesis statement, but it doesn't show that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th sentence being the first sentence of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th paragraph, like some of the others do. And I think that's important when you're learning to write an essay. So, but here's another. So there you go, and there's some more. And you can pause the video to read it, because I'm not reading all of this. Like I said, it's already 37 minutes in, so that's so long. But I do love this web page, so I wanted to make sure that you got to see it, because it was one of my favorites. I know there's so many web pages out there for how to write an essay. And then here's another one, the 5-paragraph essay. And this is a PDF that you can find. If you Google search it, you probably want to type in mwcc.edu space the 5-paragraph essay, just like they did. And then Google search it, it should probably bring it up. But it's a PDF, and so you can save it as a PDF, or you can print it out. So this one talks about the introductory paragraph. It says, when you're writing an essay, you should express your thoughts clearly and organize your ideas so that you will make sense to the reader. You have to understand that you've got this all in your mind, and you can't assume that they know what's in your mind and they know what you're talking about. That's what a lot of people talk to someone else and they assume that they already know what they're talking about. You have to come at it like they don't know, and then you're going to explain it to them. So your essay should be well developed with many specific details. Correct grammar and sentence structure are important. Your score will be based on your ability to express, organize, and support your opinions and ideas, not the position you take on the essay topic. So you have to understand that. Introductory paragraph. Begin the first paragraph of your essay with a topic sentence that expresses the main point of your essay. The thesis statement, a kind of mini outline for the essay. It tells the reader what the essay is about. For the second sentence, write a subordinate sentence about one of the main points supporting the topic sentence of the essay. And this sentence is going to go, and I'm pointing with my hand like you could see it. This sentence is going to go in that other paragraph down here which is actually not your first paragraph, it's your second one. So the third sentence, it says the second sentence. Okay, the third sentence, write a second subordinate sentence, another main point. And then it says finish the paragraph with a conclusion or summary sentence. It must contain a transitional hook, which moves the reader to the first paragraph of the body of the essay. But that's the first paragraph. This is the second paragraph. They have that a little strange to me, but that's okay. I know what they're talking about. So the first paragraph of the body should contain the strongest argument. See? Most significant example, cleverest illustration, or an obvious beginning point. But it's going to be that second sentence from the first paragraph. The first sentence of this paragraph should include the reverse hook. You don't have to do that. So this talks more about it. So if you want this, you can get this. This will help you be able to write essays better. And so I like that a lot. I may not agree with which paragraph is the first paragraph or the second paragraph, but I did love this. I did love this PDF. So I wanted you to see this because it's important to know how to write an essay. So this gives you some different perspectives of looking at it on how to write an essay. So anyway, I hope this helped you, and I greatly appreciate you watching my channel and my video. I don't have a lot of viewers, so I do appreciate the ones that I have. Please feel free to leave comments. If you have suggestions about writing an essay, or if you found a better outline or a better website about writing an essay, share it. If you found a YouTube video that somebody created, maybe it was your YouTube video that you created on how to write a better essay, share it in the comments below. By all means, because I'm not against people sharing their YouTube videos in the comments and saying, hey, check this out, because I would love to go check it out. And thank you for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I hope this helps you.